Okay, so this is the last example. So I just give another example here with you. I can make this one here. This one, maybe I change the IP because here I have already 10, 20, 30, 40, right? So maybe I put it just very fast, another network here. Another network. And I just put it 2, just to make it easy. Okay. So I put it IP address here 50 already used, so I go ahead for 60. Then 60.1, and this one 70. And gateway, of course, 70.1. Okay, so now I will do two VLAN. Port number 1 with the port number 2, port number 1, 2 with the port number 2. Then I will do two SVI. Remember, this one is they call SVI. This is they call SVI switching. So I ENA config T. I can say this host SW03 interface. I can create VLAN first. VLAN I can say 60. VLAN 70. Then after that exit interface F0/1 switch port access VLAN 60. Then interface 2 switch port access VLAN 70. Now I can use SVI. I say interface VLAN 60 IP address 60.1.255.255.255.0. Then enter VLAN 70 and IP address 70.1 255.255.255. Okay, so now exit, show IP interface brief. So show IP interface brief. So I have here VLAN 6070 with this IP. So another example, I will put it another example here. It is VLAN routing. VLAN routing. So one router and one switch, layer 2, switch layer 2 here we need. Then we can say 2 computer as well, just to summarize the idea. So join together. F0/0 and port number 2 here. Let me join this one to port number 1. So I go to switch and create the 2 VLAN as well. ENA config T interface, VLAN. I can go for VLAN 10. Already use it 10. Just now I use 10 and 60 and 70. I can use 10 and VLAN 20 and exit interface F0/1 switch port access VLAN 10 and interface VLAN 2 switch port access VLAN 20. I make sure this one in which interface 01 should be 10 and 02 should be 20 and the link between layer 2 switch to the layer or to the router is in port 9, so that means I have to go to the port 9 to make it trunk. Interface F0/9 switch port mode trunk. Okay, so the configuration inside the switch is done. I go inside the router and make two interface sub interface. No VNA config T interface F0/0 F0/0.10 encapsulation DOT1Q and put it the label, then IP address after that. IP address 10.10.10.1.
Wouldn't it conflict because earlier we already created in the multi-layer switch as 10.10.10?
Yes, sorry, I have to change the IP. I can say, yes, correct, the different IP. I can say the IP here. We can say 120 dot or 192 192.168.10.1. okay, so another interface I will go to 20.
Sir, before we continue, just want to inquire because VLAN 10 is already present in the previous multi-layer switch as well, so will it affect in terms of the VLAN tagging?
Is it, in fact, that's why I have to change the VLAN tag as well. Yes, correct. So I change the VLAN number should be. So I say, yes, I have to change here. Let me change from the switch first. Let me change from the switch. I think I make another switch is better. Yeah, correct. We can say crossover straight through. And I use port number 10 here. Number 2. So I create 3 VLAN different IP, not same the 10. NA config T in VLAN. Okay, 60, 70, we can say 80. Okay, and 90. VLAN 90 exit. We go ahead with the same IP as well later on inside the router. So I just say interface F0/1 switch port access VLAN 80, then 0/1 to 90. Now I guess it's okay. So interface F0/10 switch port mode trunk. Okay. I go to router, config T interface F0/0.80. there is no any problem if we create a new one. Encapsulation DOT1Q and 80, then IP address it will be 80.80.80.1. okay, then after that another interface as well, it will be 90, then tagging 90, then IP address it will be 90.90.90.1. now I think it's okay. Exit. Course interface F0/0, no shutdown, no shut. Okay, now we have a 3 instance here in the front of you here, but of course a little bit different with the IP in signboard. So now we need to join each other. We will join step by step, one by one. So I will join this instance with this switch. So remember, this is VLAN. Sometimes you have confused, you say VLAN, but remember this is SVI, switch virtual interface, which is layer 3, exactly like in virtual interface, like virtual interface. So I make cable first from here to here. I can say cable, I can say port 20 to the port 20 here. Port 20. I make some network between them as well. Can I say 100? This link, it will be 100 between them. Okay, so I can use no switch port. Maybe we have a lot of option. We have another option, but let me more focus about switch port just to, okay, config T interface F0/20 no switch port. Then IP address 100.1, okay, 255.255.255.0. Then I go to another side here, also no switch port because we have multi-layer switch. Config T interface F0/20 no switch port, IP address 100.255.255.255.0 and exit. Remember, now I can do routing between them. I can do routing between them here. This guy, he used EIGRP. This guy, he used already EIGRP. We can check. Show IP route. We can see we use EIGRP. I can join this guy as well with the EIGRP. Let me check. Show run. This is use EIGRP number 10. I can use with the same domain, with the same AS. Remember, different AS, you need some technology they call redistribution. Okay, right now, not our subject. We keep going with the same AS. Okay, so I just go to the switch here first. How many network I have here? Simply show IP route. I can see which one is connected. My connected 60, 61, and 70, 70, and 100. So it means I just say config T router. I have to put it what IP routing before to see the IP routing before to do the configuration. Now, after that I can do EIGRP. Just to can see here. Router EIGRP 10. I just say net 60.60.60.0 and net 70.70.70.0 and net, very important, 100.0. Sorry, net. Okay, don't forget no auto summary. Now mean I just add my network 60, 70 and 100. Okay, how about another router? Another router already added. I just add what? Already add 10, 20, 50. I add what? Only the 100. Okay, only the 100. Config T router EIGRP 110 and net 100.0. Now the updating is coming here. So I have to check here, can I reach to some networking here? Show IP route. I can see here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 100. I miss 80 and 90 because I'm not do connection yet between them. Okay, so now is good news, mean this instance is okay. Even here I can check DNA show IP route. I can see as well 10, 20, 30. I can see 60, 70, 100. This comes up here. Good. Now last friends or last network we need to join. You have two options. You can join from here. I mean, you can, because this guy, he have two interface, 80, 80, 81, 90, 90, 91. You can join with this switch, also can, okay? You can join over there, also can. You can join whatever. But you have to know, we have to use no switch port in this case. Why? Because router, he have only layer 3 interface. He cannot go back to VLAN, right? So we have to use what? No switch port between them. Let me join together here, then I show you the result. I will join between them straight through. Port number, we keep going with the 20 and 0/1. Okay, so I will go to router first, config T, interface F0/1, IP address. We can say this one, it is, I mean the IP address 100, use it, 101. 101.101.101.1 255.255.255.0. Then no shutdown, no shutdown. Exit. Just to make sure how many interface I have, show IP interface brief. I have 2 physical. Okay, 2 physical. Actually, sorry, I don't use this one. Then I ignore it. I ignore 10. So I have 3 interface. One is 80, 90 with the same IP here, and then 0/1, 0/1. So now I can do routing here. I can keep with the router EIGRP as well, no problem. Config T, router EIGRP 10. I keep going with the same. Net 101.101.101.0. Okay, then after that net 80.80.80.0, then net 90.90.90.0. Of course, no auto summary, don't forget. Exit. Show IP route. Let me just check his, sorry, show IP interface brief. I need to check his up. The interface is up, good. So I go to another router, to another multi-layer switch here and do the configure. Maybe you can see that this is better. So I go here in the port 20, config T, interface F0/20, no switch port. No switch port mean change from layer 2 to layer 3 as well. IP address 101.101.2 255.255.255.0. Then after that I say exit. Here I just need to put it 101 in my domain in EIGRP. So I just say here config T, router EIGRP 110, sorry. Then I just say net 101.101.0. Of course, no auto summary is already available here. Now show IP route in the switch here. I can see here 8090 is coming. 8090 is coming. So also here, just now when I do show IP route, just now when I do show IP route here, you can see I have only 90 and 80 and 101. But now show IP route, I have all the network 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 until 101. So of course now from this guy I can do ping to anywhere because now I have full connectivity. You can say full connectivity here. This is just simple to join together with this network. Just simple to join together with this network. I use EIGRP. Remember, there is a lot of scenario. This is just simple scenario, just to catch the idea. Maybe you ask me now, can I do OSPF? Of course can. Can I do summary in this network? Of course you can do summary as well. We discussed about summary. Can I don't use no switch port? Can I keep with the layer 2 and do VLAN routing? All the scenario available. But I just need to give you the flexible with the 3 option. VLAN routing, layer 2 with the router sub-interface. This is the first one. Second one, SVI, switch virtual interface, VLAN. Make it from layer 2 to layer 3, put it IP. Then the last one, no switch port. Go to the multi-layer switch, go to the interface, no switch port, change the function from layer 2 to layer 3. This is 3 options in front of you. And summarize all the first session for the VLAN, inter VLAN routing.